Just choose one.
Oh, choose one. Okay, good. Good morning. My name is Jim Noteware. It's nice to be back. Nice to see everyone again. As many of you know, I write a weekly op-ed column for the Houston Business Journal. Many of these columns address the fiscal issues facing the city of Houston. Today, however, I appear as an individual representing only myself. I have nothing to say regarding the Houston Business Journal on its editorial policy. I did speak again yesterday with John Bennett, who's the publisher of the Houston Business Journal. He regrets not being able to be here, and he is willing and able to speak with you on this issue in the future. Before I start, I want to echo the comments commending, complimenting, and congratulating you for this particularly open session to discuss a matter that's of extreme importance. The HBJ approached me to write these articles for three related reasons. One is the city of Houston, all across the board, not just in pensions, but everything, is in severe fiscal distress. Number two, almost nobody knows it. Our leadership and our media, until very, very recently, have not been talking openly about it and telling our citizens the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And number three, the only way to address and solve on an equitable, sustainable basis is to engage the public and the leadership, primarily of the business community. So I'm here today to urge you, if you have the authority, to reject the proposed agreement between the city and the firefighters. You're going to hear a lot of arguments, and you already have heard them. On one hand, it saves money, and on the other hand, it's just kicking the can down the road. But I want to talk about the situation in a much larger context. Number one, it's deceptive. People are saying it's saving money. As Bill Frazier and others have said this morning, it is not saving money. It is just borrowing the money with all attendant costs. The other thing, as good as this forum is, there is no way that it can take on the complexity of a series of issues called these pension programs. These need to be studied in detail, and I'll point out only one issue that isn't getting public discussion right now, and that is the trigger that launched the discussion that's led to this group.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Chair recognizes Member Pennington.
If you wouldn't mind finish with that train of thought.
Okay. Thank you. The issue that doesn't get much public discussion is I understand that under the pension rules, the actuaries are required to reassess the cost of the program and recompute the required annual contribution every 3 years. An analysis I saw last week suggested that that reanalysis increased the requirement for the city from $64 to $95 million. I don't know what's in that. I don't know if it's a change in the demography of the city's workforce, an increase in the cost of the benefits, or an increase in the cost of administration of the drop program or spiking, etc. But unless and until we understand what is in, what's driving the costs, we can't even consider this one aspect of the city's situation. One of the other reasons that I'm very, very concerned about this is if this agreement is approved either here or in Austin, it will stymie the discussion of true pension reform for at least 3 years. I don't know whether that's even a legal situation to undertake. I don't know whether you have the ability to bind future councils. I'll just leave it at that. I know my time has expired. There is so much to consider here.
Thank you very much for bringing that information forward. I made the same point earlier about we need to gain awareness. Most people don't understand what's going on. We can't do anything about it until we do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Noteware. Our last speaker, and thanks to my colleagues for